Hello and welcome to this tutorial where we will review and explore the new features that have been released in application version 10.0.38 for the asset management module. There are two features that have been released. The first one that's called asset management enhancements, and it contains several points. The first one on how to control the work order start and end dates. Right now you can select between two options, whether to use the expected start or end dates, or you can use the date of now. The second point on how to default the value for the scheduled start. So you can select between two options. The first one, expected start date from the work order header or scheduled start date from the work order line. The third point is a new option that is used to copy the description from the maintenance work to the work order. The second feature called change types on assets and functional locations, and it's self-explanatory. So using this feature, you can change the asset type or the location type for the existing records. Both features are managed by the feature management workspace. So first I'll navigate to the feature management and do a search for the asset management enhancements and the change types on assets and functional location features, and ensure that the features are enabled. Let's create a new work order and see how to manage the work order dates. I'll navigate to the asset management module, work orders, all work orders. Then I'm going to create a new work order. Assuming that we have an issue in the HP printer in the finance office, then here I'm gonna select the HP printer. The maintenance job type is corrective. And this combination has a default service level 4. Let's have a look on the service level 4. In the service level 4, it's supposed to be started in 2 days. That's why here in the expected start date, this is supposed to be start 18 January. I'll click OK. Before scheduling this work order, let's first review the work order forecast. So here in the work order tab, project forecast, here I can see that we have 4 hours for this maintenance job type. So as per the service level, this work order is supposed to be started 18th of January. Here I'll navigate to the general tab, then I'm gonna schedule this production order, and as per the maintenance team availability, the schedule date will be specified. So here in the line details schedule, here we can see that this work order supposed to be started as per the schedule start date at 21st of January. So right now let's try to dispatch this work order. So I'll assign this work order to a maintenance engineer. So here in dispatch, here we can see the scheduled start is 18th of January. So as per the new feature, we can control this schedule date. So we can select between two options, either to use this one, expected start date, or the scheduled start date from the line. How to control this? I'll navigate to the asset management module, setup asset management parameters, work order scheduling, then we can control it from here. Here we can specify the default scheduled start date, either expected start date from the header or scheduled start date from the lines. So here I'll select scheduled start date from the lines, I'll go back, then here I'll try to dispatch, and here we can see the scheduled start is 21st. Now let's move to another point and see how to manage the start and end dates of the work orders. So let's try to change the work order state of this work order. So here in the work order lifecycle state, update work order states, and here I'm gonna select in progress. In progress states, as per my configuration, indicates that the work order is started. When I select here in progress, then I'll click OK. Here we can see the actual start is 21st of January. However, I could start the work order in earlier or later than the expected start date. And this is one of the points that it could be configured right now in version 10.0.38 when the asset management enhancement feature is enabled. Let's navigate to the asset management module, setup, work orders, then lifecycle state. And here I'm gonna select the in progress state. And here we have the option of default actual start, where you can select how to default the actual start dates. So you can select scheduled start or expected date, and this is the current behavior before the feature is enabled. Or we can select the date of now. So when I select here the date of now, if I'll go back again to the work order and try to update the work order state. So here we can see the date is the date of now. And this is the same when it comes to select a state that indicates that the order is finished or ended. Here we have the same option, default actual end. We can select between scheduled end or expected end, or we can select the date of now. Now let's review another option that is managed by the Asset Management Enhancements feature. This option is used to copy the description from the maintenance request to the work order. I'll navigate to the Asset Management module, Setup, Asset Management Parameters, Work Orders, and here we have a new option, Copy Description. This option again is used to copy the description from the maintenance request to the work order line. So let's create a new maintenance request. So I'll navigate to the maintenance request form, new, then I'm gonna create a new maintenance request, printer issue. Then I'll select the asset, click OK. Then I'll update the state to finished. Then I'm gonna create a new work order. So this is work order 15. Let's navigate and review this work order. So I'll scroll down to the description, and here in the description, we can see the description that has been moved from the maintenance request to the work order. In order to change the functional location type of an existing functional location, I'll navigate to the functional locations. Then I'm gonna select the functional location like this one, Finance Team Office. And assuming that I'd like to change the functional location from area to something like office, I'm gonna select the functional location, then change functional location type. Then here I'm gonna select the new functional location type. So I'm gonna select here office. Here we can append some of the attributes. So here we can append the attribute or the asset attribute requirements or the maintenance plan. But it's important to mention that we're gonna add the new options for the attributes or the attributes requirement or the maintenance plan. However, the existing values that came from the old functional location type won't be removed. So here I'm click OK. And here we can see the functional location has been updated. This is the same when it comes to change the asset type of an existing assets. So here I'll navigate to the asset form and I'm gonna select this asset. Then here I'm gonna change the asset type from printer. So here also in maintain, I'm gonna select change asset type, and here I'll select the office machines. Still, we can append also the attributes or the maintenance plan, but with the same logic. The existing attributes, the existing maintenance plan on this asset won't be removed, but the new ones will be added. I'll click OK, and here we can see the asset type has been updated.